Hello, Leos. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Leo, past, present, and future energy is what I'm going to look at for you today. I'm going to look at that with the Tea Leaf Oracle deck and the Rider-Waite Tarot. There is a link in the description if you would like to book a private reading with me. You can follow that link and it'll tell you everything you need to know to do that. All right, Leo, past, present, and future energy. Pussycats. Pussycat. This deck. I was about to say, I'm getting really good at shuffling this giant round deck. All right. In the past, you had pay attention to your work. The desk, sitting at the desk and paying attention to your work. I always find this funny, like these little figures that are on the... It's almost like this gives me the impression of somebody being forced to sit at their desk and pay attention to their work, and all these little, almost like little spies, making sure that you're staying at your desk and you're doing your work. I don't know. Those little figures give me the heebie-jeebies. They look angry too. Angry. Anyway, so you were at your desk and you were paying attention to your work. Now, oh, you have a new job, a new career? Okay. Now, this could also be like maybe you were at a job or you were doing something at your job and it felt like you were forced to be there, like you didn't like being there, or somebody was trying to force you to do certain things a certain way, maybe feeling micromanaged. And now maybe there's even just a different feeling about your work. Maybe the environment has changed, but for some of you, I want to say this is completely different. There's like a new job. You have a new job, a new career. In the future, cracked up, dissatisfaction with life. What? Oh, don't you love that? Why? Why? What is it that you're going to be dissatisfied about? All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's good to have a heads up and be ready. Make sure you have lots of ice cream and, salty snacks. June boot. June boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Maybe something happened in June and you're like, you know what? I really need to push forward here. I really need to step up and really need to try harder. So I don't know. Okay, let's go to the tarot. Hey, it's pussycat season, isn't it? It is pussycat season. Happy birthday, pussycats. I shouldn't say that because I never say that to the other zodiacs. I never remember. You guys always get special treatment from me. I don't know why. Okay. In the past, there was a desk. And you were the king. There you are. This is hilarious. There, look. You're sitting in the chair at the desk. How fucking funny is that? That is the funniest shit. Don't tell me tarot can't be real. Look at that. You were sitting at the desk. You were sitting at the desk. Yeah. You're courageous and bold. Maybe you were a leader. You were a leader at the desk. And you might have been a bit of a dramatic leader. You might have been likely very charismatic and have a bit of bravado. But he looks angry too. Everybody feels angry. Doesn't he look angry? Is it the eyebrows? Yes, they're kind of knit. That's the word right there, knit. His eyebrows are knit. And then they all look angry too. This feels like it wasn't a happy environment. Feels like everybody was angry. Or upset. Or stern. Or concerned. Or highly focused. So there you are in the past, sitting at your desk. The Two of Wands, dreaming about tomorrow. Dreaming about your future? Oh, and the Nine of Pentacles, and not being strapped to this desk. And, but, that would maybe mean that you wouldn't have much money. That's interesting. That looks like, yes. Almost like, okay. Might have been working at a desk here, right? I feel like you are, like, literally at a desk. I'm at a desk doing this right now, so honestly, a desk could be so many things. Like, this doesn't have to be, like, corporate sort of stuff. This could be, you know, a desk where you sew. Could be a desk. But anyways, I'm going to just keep it with that, right? You fit it to whatever feels right for you because everybody's story is slightly different. But it's almost like sitting at this desk and pay attention to your work. This is not someone who's paying attention to their work. They're kind of like looking into the future, imagining the future. They're looking beyond the desk. They're looking beyond the desk. It's not paying attention. It's not paying attention. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles with the 5 of Pentacles, though. That is... I want to say, if you were thinking about in the past, like getting out of something that you were involved in, it's more likely that, well, I could start my own business, but I probably wouldn't have as much money if I did that. Or I could start my own business. I could make a lot of money doing that. But, you know, there's always the chance that things don't go well. But then I might also feel excluded from the industry that I'm involved in or something. Like, you know, go for the 9 to the 5 is not great. 9 to 5. Oh my God. Did you go from 9 to 5? Working 9 to 5. What a way to earn a living. And by, you know, taking and no giving. They just use your mind. And don't give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5. Come on, who doesn't love that song? I love the first part of it when it is how does it go? Jump in the shower. It's like it's all really well. Anyways, that is really funny. 9 to 5. Okay. Now we have new job career pin. Do you have one? You're looking for one? Like maybe that's where you are. Some of you could have been like just kind of thinking about this and maybe now you're actually being active about it. New job career. I'm not sure. Not sure which way to go. There's a couple of choices you could make here. There's 2 choices. It feels like there might be 2 choices that you have to choose from. Now, this is going to be, I mean, this is truly kind of like the 2 of Swords because you're going to have to use your intuition here. You're going to have to incorporate it in some type of decision that you're making because you don't know. You don't know everything. You don't know what the outcome for either decision could be if there's 2 decisions that you're sitting at and thinking about, right? There's 2 options or 2 possibilities. Some of you could still be in something that, you know, I see here from the past, but you could be thinking about, could I take something on secondary? Like, would I be able to do that? Or could I start trying to make some money out of a hobby or something like that? Others of you, you could be right out of whatever that is. And this is like something totally new. So Moon and Libra. Why did I say it like that? That's weird. It's the 2 of Swords. But yeah, that's funny. The 6 of Cups. This is interesting because Justice is behind there, but it's reversed. It was like, okay, as I showed you this is what it looked like to me while I was showing you. You know, I'm not a big reversal reader, but when it screams at me, I take it. Because I'm a messy shuffler and all that shit. And, you know, I'm like, I don't know if that time, I'm going to go with that. Funny, I said Moon and Libra. Oh, and then we have Justice Libra's card in reverse. Oh, the 2 of Cups. There's something about the past that you're thinking about here. There's something about the past. I don't know if it's a past experience. There could be something that you've been involved in the past and you're not sure if that is the best choice forward. Is this maybe equal? I don't know if there's something that you're thinking about with another person. There's a possibility there. This is very career-centered, this reading for you. I don't know. For some of you, like, if this is a relationship, it could have something to do with the work relationship. But right now, this is really, honestly, this feels an awful lot like a career reading. I mean, you have desk, pay attention to your work, and then you literally have the new job career card. So you are in the process right now of trying to make a decision. You don't feel like you have all the information that you need. And I want to say that sometimes that is just not knowing how things unfold, how something would unfold. But there's some sort of experience from your past that has you thinking about something. And it might be maybe thinking about something as possibly could be unfair, or this may not be very diplomatic, or this may not be your real path. This could be something that creates a negative karma that you have to deal with down the road. Oh, interesting. Okay, the future is dissatisfaction with life. That's cracked up. What area of life here might you be dissatisfied with? The Queen of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. So you're disappointed in someone else. Or is this person disappointed in life? You're over here. You're over here at your desk where you were. And now you're not sure. You're trying to trust your intuition. The Queen of Wands. This feels like you would be dissatisfied with someone here. Why are you dissatisfied with this person? Maybe it could be like, it could be a partner. Like, I could be looking at a scenario here where you could have a job. Maybe it pays the bills really well. It's eats your soul every single day. You go in there and your soul is just a little bit smaller, you know, like that kind of energy. And so right now, oh, so that's interesting with the Two of Cups. So this could be some sort of a discussion you might even be having with a partner. You could be having a discussion right now with a partner, like your partner. Could be a business partner. Feels a little bit like it could be a romantic partner. Could go either way, honestly. And this person is dissatisfied with, or you're dissatisfied. Okay. Dissatisfaction with life. The Queen of Wands. The Seven of Cups. The Three of Cups. And the Six of Swords. Now, this could be somebody who's just not sure if this person is not sure with the Seven of Cups. This could be something that you're dealing with. Is this your uncertainty? Or are you dealing with someone who's uncertain? Like, it could go either way. And I'll bet you in the comments, some of you, it's going to be, you're dealing with someone who seems uncertain about something, and you may not be. Or you may be uncertain about something. But, so as I say that, in the future here, this Queen of Wands, this is, okay, this person could think that something is too good to be true. Or there's some type of illusion here that they're not seeking. Where it goes, though, it's almost like this person decides, you know what, I'm going to give this up to God and I'm going to see what God does with it. I'm not going to force this. I'm not going to put in extra effort. I'm just going to just see what happens. Which is interesting because depending on what that is for you, like if you want to start a business with somebody, or you want your partner to be on board with you in some type of decision that you're making, that's not the energy that person is in, right? The Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom. This mission will be completed no matter how. I want to say this is freaking life at this point. No, it's one step at a time. One step at a time. Okay. What were you doing at your desk? Like, what kind of work were you doing at your desk? No, you might have been sleeping. Get the Death card. The Four of Swords and the Two of Swords. You know what? That just feels... because that's where you are now. The two is like, you were preparing for something. You were preparing for something in the past that has brought you to where you are today. Preparing for in the past. You're healing. You've been doing some work. You could have been resting. Honestly, you could have been resting. Now, I'm going to say, like, if you were supposed to be working, you maybe weren't putting much effort in. I don't know what else to say with that. And it just could be like not feeling inspired. This could even be somebody who's taking a break from work. Like somebody who is on a leave with the 4 of Swords and 2 of Swords. Maybe trying to get better, trying to heal, trying to recuperate. That could be like a leap of absence energy there too. But I'm very curious how we go from 9 of Pentacles to 5. Well, let's start with the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Cups, Temperance, and the 10 of Pentacles. No, this honestly, like, you're definitely, we'll get over to this 2 of Cups in a minute. I feel like this is somebody that you are imagining, like, building something with here. But it's like it takes time, or this is going to take time. Something needs to unfold on its own naturally. The 9 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. Jeez Louise. The 8 of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Hermit. That is like being released from something. It feels like being released from work. Being released from work, releasing yourself from work. And the Hermit, and doing some self-reflection here. What's the 5 of Pentacles? Now, there could be, like, well, this could be even, right? Like the feeling of loss and security with the 5 of Pentacles there. The 5 of Pentacles. And it's almost like going from financial independence to not. The Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. That feels as if there could be some sort of family, like home change that happens here. Oh, happened, past. Home change that happened. Oh, it's weird too. It's almost like finding yourself. Is this somebody who ends up marrying for security? Like, there's something there with that. Somebody, to me, this looks like somebody who making some sort of choice here for security, for financial security, for financial stability. Yeah, okay. And then the new job, career. That's the 2 of Swords. It could even be something that's playing out again for you. The 2 of Swords. The Star and the 7 of Swords. Okay. Cyndi Lauper's coming into my head. It's the True Color song. Why? True colors are shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rain. I love that song. That's a nice song. I haven't heard that in a long time. She just like came right in there. And she stopped me because I was going to say something about this. But it was like, almost like as I looked at these cards, that got activated in my head. The song just came right in. And it would be, I want to say the Star does have something to do with one's true color. It's changed the message. I think that happened on purpose. How I was reading the cards was not what the message was meant to be. It is, to me, it's what I was going to say is the star to me feels like something that is much more direct. It's very direct. It's very direct. It is not hidden. It is being itself in its truest form, and the Seven of Swords is not. So to some degree, like right in the Seven of Swords, it's hiding something, it's being deceitful, it's being fearful. It could be having hidden tactics. But that's interesting that that song came in, because that is feeling like, to me, it is like to show the world who you are. Show the world who you are. And is that the thing here? Is that what you're deciding to do? You show the world who you are, or do you continue to hide? Now, that could be the difference between having something that is more like a typical career. You know, everybody puts a mask on, and they go into work, and they're a certain person that they are not in their real life. And then there is like just being who you really are. What do you do? Is this too with job and career? I mean, is it choosing something? Are you choosing something here that represents who you really are? Is it even like choosing your north node as well? Like in some way here, some sort of destined energy that you're supposed to exercise within yourself. But the Six of Cups, that just feels like you're thinking about something from your... The King of Wands. Whoa, so much... Oh, the King of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Devil, and the Five of Cups. I want to say that I feel like you're leaning towards like something that would make you feel more fulfilled and happy, something that you're not obligated to. You're looking at the truth of whatever the past was, right? And you're weighing it out, and there was something about it that didn't produce a real win in your life, made you feel confined and trapped, and it created a sadness, right? And so then we look at Justice in the reverse. This is such an interesting reading. The Hanged Man and the Chariot. This is taking the time to understand something, to understand what the true path is. It may be even taking the time to, like, maybe you're sitting in this Justice energy in reverse, and maybe that is like, that's part of what you're thinking about. Have you created some type of karma through work even, that you are feeling the results of the karma? Because it's like you're trying to have a spiritual, take a minute here to have some sort of spiritual enlightenment, to be enlightened about your past, and you are thinking about and processing your past. And wanting to move beyond that. I really, honestly, this feels like somebody who's going through, like, to some degree, I don't know if spiritual awakening, like, because it doesn't necessarily feel like shadow work. There could be a little bit of that going on with the Six of Cups. But, okay, the Two of Cups. The Fool, the Sun, and the High Priestess. That is a fresh start. That is a fresh start in self-actualization. Spiritually. Spiritually. And now, is it with someone else, I wonder? Is it with someone else? And maybe it's somebody over here? Who is this person? I think this is another person here. I don't think it's you that's dissatisfied with life. If anything, I want to say you could be working through that, or you may have already worked through that, to be honest. That's what I said. Like, I don't know that this is like a deep shadow work that I'm reading for you in the present. What's cracked on the road here? What's cracked in the road? I think this is talking about somebody else. The King of Swords. Tell me about the King of Swords. Somebody that this person is dealing with and they're not satisfied with it. With them? The Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, this gives me the impression of somebody building on some type of success here. Building on some type of success and getting to a point where, like, it's almost like they're taking steps here. They're taking steps, they're kind of being cautious, they're doing their due diligence, they're trying to learn from any lesson that comes across their way. But then it's almost like instead of the step-by-step process, maybe I just need to focus on what it is that I wish for, what happiness I want to have in my life. What's cracked in the road here for this, it could be somebody's frame of mind. It could be an approach to something in the future. I don't feel like the Queen of Wands is you. I mean, it could be. Everybody different. Pretty different. The Seven of Cups. The Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Cups. That's interesting. Okay, this looks like somebody who is apprehensive about maybe sharing their emotions. And then it looks like this person shares their emotions and there might be like rejection. So that's interesting. So that it's weird. It's almost like somebody who seeing this kid on a slide. I'm seeing this little girl on a slide. She's cute. She has like orange curly hair. She's really cute. She's got little freckles and a chunky little face. Oh my God. My vision. She's so cute. And she's sitting at the top of the slide and she's like, she's like small. She looks like she's like 4 or 5. She's sitting at the top of the slide and she doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to do it. And somebody's trying to tell her, it's okay, do it. Go for it. Do it. Or maybe she's just sat there long enough and she's like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then she does it. And she goes down and she lands on her face, like in gravel. And I just see like her whole little face is scratched up and she's got a mouthful of gravel and she's crying. And like, it's like, that's what that feels like. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't know. This slide is big. Should I do it? Should I do it? And like being like guarded, really guarded. And then, okay, I'm going to do it. But then it's like the landing. The landing wasn't what she thought, or the landing was not receptive. But the landing was not receptive. So then we go into the Three of Cups. So that's interesting. I feel like this is someone else. So I don't know. Keep this in mind if this is somebody that you're dealing with. The Three of Cups. So this, oh, okay. This person has maybe not had success in something before. Something else could have not gone right. The Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Oh, it's like I don't want to go back to the slide. That honestly feels like I don't want to go back to the slide. I don't want to do that again. I don't know how this is going to work out. It could be like that. I feel like this person is maybe apprehensive because of something that has not worked out in the past. And it's right. That feels like a knee-jerk thing, because it feels like the whole explanation of that is when somebody is already hesitant to do something, right? Like I think that came through too. I think if any time like you've been trying to teach your own child at some point, or just take your, I don't know, I'm not going to say take your hands off the handlebars, but something, right? Like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You're just like so apprehensive and they're like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then they do it. Or I think of myself, like standing in the water and trying to get my son when he was small, come down the water slide, come down the water slide. And then he finally does it, but he doesn't tell you he's going to do it. So you're like, for that one second, you're not paying attention. And all of a sudden he goes in the water and he goes under and you bring him up again. He's like, oh, you didn't catch me. I'm never doing it again. Like that. It's like, I'm not going to do it. 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 And then they do it. And the landing, there's that every time it's the landing, right? It's like the face in the gravel going right under the water. Or it just, like they didn't get caught. It just feels like this didn't catch it, right? So, okay, the Six of Swords. So this part, I want to say it's not that, it's almost like this person hasn't, like in the analogy here, that they haven't left the playground. They're just seeing what God is maybe showing them to go play on. Like what they should go play on. The Two of Wands. Oh, and the Three of Cups. Oh, that's interesting. That's almost like they're, maybe I could go back to the slide. I don't know. Maybe they're not sure. That's very interesting. So that's the future. I feel like this is someone you're going to be dealing with. Like, well, maybe I should go back to the slide, but I'm not sure. If they fixed it. The Six of Swords and the Three of Pentacles is at the bottom. So I don't know. I mean, this could be somebody that maybe you kind of met this person already. Like this Six of Swords is God, like taking us in places we have no idea where we're going. And here we end up working together with people. I'm going to go do the, wow, that got kind of long. It was like, we're going to go do the extended, Leo. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is an unexpected truth about yourself that you may or may not have learned yet? What is an unexpected truth you've learned or are about to learn about life? And what is an unexpected truth about someone around you? There are 2 options in the description below if you would like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, pussycats. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.